Assalamu alaikum, dears, how are you? Some of the people we see that they are not so hard working at all. They're lazy rather. Despite all that, they are seen succeeding in their practical life. People call it a luck. Maybe it is. But more importantly, it is the strategy. And it is their strategy which makes them successful enough and then happy enough. Today we are going to talk about the strategies these people adopt for the sake of success. It is really very intriguing. What are the pillars of their strategy? The first pillar of their strategy is that they leverage strengths. What is this, by the way? Let's explain it in the 2 points. Divide it into the 2 points. They identify areas where they are naturally interested, deeply interested, are talented enough. Identification of such areas. Number two, they focus on those strengths to achieve success. Identification of their strengths first, focusing on those strengths then, which make them successful enough. The second pillar of their success strategy is they work smarter, not harder. How can it be done? Three ways. Number one, automate. They automate repetitive tasks like their computer smartphones keep responding. Number two, use productivity tools and applications. Number three, prioritizing tasks efficiently. Whatever they have to do, everything else is not equal at all because 20% of the works produce 80% of the results, or maybe lesser than 20%. In the eyes of you, even the 5% of the works produce some 80 or 90% of the results. So what they do is they keep a list of the to do items, keep adding the items in it as soon as it comes to their mind. They think that it needs to be done. They keep deleting as soon as they come to know that this has been done or it's not needed anymore. Then after that, they categorize all the items on their to-do list into the 4 categories. They write A in front of all those items which are important and urgent at the same time. Write B in front of those items which are important but not urgent. They write C in front of those items which are not important but urgent. Writing D in front of those items which are neither important nor urgent. So that is how they work smarter, not harder. The third pillar of their strategy is they break tasks into smaller chunks. How can it be done? Three ways to do it. Dividing large tasks into manageable pieces. Dividing the large tasks into manageable pieces. Number two, set achievable deadlines. I want to get this thing done by the end of that time. This is the deadline, but not the deadline according just to their wishes, but rather they set the achievable deadlines, which are realistic, achievable, attainable. Number three, breaking small tasks into smaller chunks. The third point is celebrate even the small wins, because as far the major wins are concerned, it happens rarely, but smaller wins keep happening frequently, and the smaller wins combined converts into a big win. Never fail to appreciate yourself on every small win. Now, the fourth pillar of their strategy is creating a schedule. How can it be done? Three ways to do it. Number one, plan out your day, your week, and your month. Number two, set realistic goals. Setting realistic goals about what you want to achieve in a single day, what you want to achieve in the week, and what you want to achieve in a month. The expert says that your goal should be a SMART one. SMART one is an abbreviation of 5 letters. The first letter S stands for the specific. Your goal must be specific. The second letter in the SMART stands for the measurable. Mean you want to achieve 500,000, but you have succeeded in achieving till now 150,000. So that mean measurable. A stands for the third letter in the SMART is A. A stands for the attainable. Attainable mean that realistic one. Don't be unrealistic one, not on your wish list only. Because if at all, sometime we are seen, planning to achieve in a single month, which might not be able to. We are not able to achieve even the 7 months. So for that reason, your goal must be attainable one, achievable one. Now it is the fourth letter in the SMART is R. Mean should be relevant. Your goal should be to bring the improvement in your life, in the life of your loved one, and in the life of general public as well. It should not be a purposeless pursuit at all, not a wild goose chase at all. The last and the fifth letter in the SMART is T, that your goal should be time bound. Time bound mean I want to achieve it by the end of 2024. Supposedly, this is also one of the deadlines. So the SMART goal, set realistic goals. The third is leave room for flexibility. Despite the fact that you have scheduled, you have planned, you have set the realistic goal, but there must be flexibility in it, because lacking the flexibility, it will be your plan will become totally useless. The fifth pillar of their strategy, the strategy of the lazy but the successful people. So the fifth pillar of their strategy is, motivating yourself. How do they succeed in keeping themselves motivated enough? Three ways. Number one, set clear goals. Number two, reward yourself for the achievement. Every small achievement, reward yourself. Number three, find an accountability partner. Finding an accountability partner, you should opine, you should give them the feedback on their achievement, on their performance, and you should also seek their feedback on your performance. So that is called finding an accountability partner. That is the fifth pillar of their strategy. Now the sixth pillar of the strategy of these people, the people who are lazy but despite all that they're successful as well. This is now the sixth pillar of their strategy is seek support. From where to seek the support? Three ways. Number one, surround yourself with the positive people. Number two, positive people, and keep distancing yourself from the negative, from the toxic people who are seen discouraging you, demotivating you, and they are seen telling you that you are nothing, you're not going to succeed at all. So those people who support you, who appreciate you, start getting closer to these people. Number two, hire a coach or a mentor. Hiring a coach or a mentor, That is the finest investment somebody can make on oneself, because they polish us, they help us a lot in polishing oneself. The third way, join a sportive community. Joining a sportive community. Where? Online. No, that is the sixth pillar. This was seeking sport. The seventh pillar of the strategy of those people who are lazy and but successful enough despite being lazy. So of the seventh pillar of their strategy is embrace procrastination strategically. Procrastination, people do procrastinate, but these people, they keep procrastinating quite often, quite frequently. So but they embrace it. How do they do that? There are three ways they are seen taking advantage of it. Number one, using the 2-minute rule. What is this, by the way? They are procrastinating on something else, but they tell themselves that I will do it only for the 2 minutes. 2 minutes a day, 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes in the evening. So it seems absurd that what this 2 minute will do, it will do a lot, because we have to ensure that we are doing it every morning for 2 minutes, every evening for 2 minutes. So this actually mean that if at all we continue this habit of 2 minutes, we will automatically keep increasing the time, and it might reach 20 minutes only after few days. So these 20 minutes and even the 2 minutes, it will keep familiarizing us, and it will remove the fear from our mind and heart for this, but fear and also the hatred, the disliking, from our mind and heart. So the 2-minute rule is very, very effective. The second way to embrace the procrastination strategically, it is take breaks to recharge. Taking the breaks to recharge, recharging ourselves is very, very important, and taking breaks is very highly useful. Now the third is prioritize tasks based on energy level. What is this, by the way? In the morning, when we are full of energy, when we have a good amount of energy, so we can do slightly difficult tasks. And then in the evening, when we are at the low energy level, we should uh, we should try to do relatively easy tasks. So that is, embrace procrastination strategically. Now the next pillar of the strategy of those people who are successful despite being lazy, so it is a it is the successful lazy habits. Let's call them successful lazy habits. And these successful lazy habits, it is these are three. The batching of similar tasks, means similar tasks, batch them, put them into one bracket, and do it at the same time. So now the second way, uh, uh, the second successful lazy habit, it is use technology to streamline the process. Now the third way, the third, that is outsource or delegate tasks, highly beneficial. Outsourcing or delegating task in the right manner, because if at all we are handing it over to the wrong people, or even the right people with the wrong agreement, I think that will be bad. So we need to do it outsourcing or delegation the task in a sensible, intelligent manner. Now the next pillar of the strategy of those people who are lazy but successful enough, these are the mindset shift. Focus on progress, not perfection. Do not look for the perfection, not even for the excellence at all, but always keep looking for what? For the improvement. A slight improvement, a little bit of progress, a little bit of the progress, slight improvement. So that is, focus on the progress, not perfection. The second is embrace imperfection. Let's embrace the imperfection. Don't be, do not stay disturbed because you are imperfect. Rather be, embracing the imperfection. Now the third way, celebrate not only the result but the effort as well. We have to celebrate the major result. We have to celebrate even the smaller results, and not only that thing, we have to celebrate the slight progress, the slight improvement as well. Not only this thing, even if at all there was absolutely no improvement, still we need to celebrate, we need to appreciate ourselves for making effort. The next pillar of the strategy of these lazy but successful people, there are three ways, and it is the real life example. What are the real life examples? Successful entrepreneurs who delegate the task, delegating the task in an intelligent manner. Number two, authors who write in short intervals. Number three, that is programs who use automation tools. Programs with the automation tools. Now there are key takeaways. Key takeaways are three. As per we are discussing, happy, successful, lazy people. There are three key takeaways. One is success is solely about the hard work. We need to understand that success is not only the hard because of the hard work, but there is a lot of other things. Like most importantly, it is the strategy. Number two, strategy and efficiency matter a lot. Strategy and efficiency matter a lot. Number three, leverage your strengths and interest, leveraging of your strengths and leveraging of your interest. So these are, there are one thing to remember: success is personal and subjective. Find what works for you and adopt these strategies to fit your unique needs. But whatever we have talked about today, the strategies we have discussed, the strategy of those people who are successful enough despite being a lazy person, I think it is very insightful. That's all from me today. Thank you very much. Aye, aye.